Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we on this fine Wednesday evening? I hope you're doing well. We've got hydrate straight out from Netsun 19. Cheers. Have we got coming here? Are we private on the YouTube vertical? I don't think we are. I'm hoping not. No, we're public on there. Good. We are live. Nobody chatting on YouTube yet. There'll be somebody in a minute. Who have we got on? Who have we got coming in on Twitch? FS25 Gamer TY, welcome along. Farmer Karen 13, welcome along. Devilsman 66, welcome. Paul Sinclair 71, welcome along. Oliver Bowden, welcome along. Hope you are all doing well. Yeah. Oh man, we're not doing the away yet because we're on the wrong screen for that. Although that's probably going across the screen in a minute. Netsun 19, welcome along. I was straight out of the gate, Foxball, with Jeremy Clarkson quotes.
Vorpal asked me, what truck should VF drive this evening? Well, considering we're all about farming here, I'd say Virtual Farmer should definitely go for something like a Ford F250. It's as subtle as a sledgehammer in a china shop, but it'll pull anything short of a planet. Plus, the diesel fumes will perfectly capture the atmosphere of a rural night. Just what you need when plowing through fields that aren't even real.
He doesn't half go on, does Jeremy. Who we got? Glenn GT UK, welcome along. No one, welcome along. Leo Don, welcome along. And welcome new person to the stream. Right, I just need to get into my realism experiment set up here. Where are we? There we go. Are we? I've discovered I can write a mod. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know how big a mod has to be to get onto the mod hub, because I've come up with a cracking mod that is not difficult for me to program, that I'm very tempted to get up on the mod hub. So yeah, what have I got? We got another patch. Another patch for FS25. So while that's downloading, we'll have some chat. Yeah. So I've come up with an idea for a mod. It's a little mod. I'm starting small, but it's so simple and so little. I might just write it and submit it to the mod hub and see if they go, no, go away. But it's Yeah, it's a small game setting one. I don't know whether it would need to be part of something. I couldn't do it for all platforms because it's a script mod pool. My speciality is in scripts, unfortunately, and it is very much a script mod. If Giants don't let me release it via the mod hub, I'll just have to release it anyway, which I have means by which to do that. Oh, right. Okay. I think FarmSim has updated. I'm hoping FarmSim has updated. Yeah, there we go. It's loaded up. Good evening, Red Dragon. I hope you're doing well. Just going to clean things up a bit quickly. Yeah, there we go. Farmer in the virtual world. Hey, CG8379 Gaming, welcome along. No more Forge mods. Yeah, I've been seeing that. I don't know what's been released on the mod hub. I'll be honest, I have had a horrendous 2 weeks. I am so tired and so burnt out, it's ridiculous. Oh, there's a new T7 on the mod hub. That's nice. New stainless steel tipping trailer, a high lift trailer, a class, a wheel chock. That's interesting. Vehicle assistance system, crop rotation. Oh, hello. What's the crop rotation mod? Is that just, does that actually make a difference? Or, yeah, no, it does. That's cool. Oh, there have been some real cool realism mods that have come out recently. If only there was a website. I know, actually, GD, you can't upload mods to it, but you can upload mods to itch.io and then list it on it. Clicked on the vertical stream by mistake. Oh no, Kulchi. Oh, Renbow's been released. Oh, God, that's a lovely map. Yeah, looks like we've had some interesting stuff get released. Right, what have we got to add? Oh, my Lord. Right, let's update. What's the update to the TX36? TX32. I was hoping it was going to be...
Vorble asked me, what would happen if I plant a potato upside down? Would it grow? Right, you donkey. Planting a potato upside down, it'll grow all right, straight into a bloody disaster. You'll get spindly, pathetic sprouts, struggling to find the light, sapping all the energy from the bloody tuber. It's basic bloody gardening, you muppet.
Plant a potato upside down? What the hell's he talking about? Gordon may be one hell of a chef, but he's not a very good farmer. Jeez. Now, rhubarb, you can plant upside down. But yeah, not a damn potato. Oh, God. That's hilarious. Right, we're all updated. Is there anything that we want to grab off the mod hub? Very tempted by that T7. Although this is our penultimate visit to Saxlingham. We're only gonna go up to stream 50 on here. But looks like we got some interesting stuff. Next Wednesday, we're gonna be doing some ETS2. And we might come back to Saxlingham, but for the moment, I'm gonna leave it here. Maybe we use the money from this farm to buy the one on Oxy's map when it comes out. That might be an interesting way to do it. But yeah, for now we'll just go into here. Realism experiment. Hello, Shadow Fox. Welcome along. You can plant upside down, but it makes no difference. The roots sprout out of the eye, so you're always told to plant them downwards. Yeah. I've never, I'll put it this way, there's no setup on a potato planter that makes it plant one way or the other. Just doesn't happen. Oh. Cheers, Paul Sinclair. We have surpassed 13,500 followers on Twitch. Where are we on YouTube? YouTube continues its slow ascent. Oh, we've updated Courseplay, have we? Okay. We're at 48,018. We are not hitting 50,000 by May. That is just so out of possibility now. It's ridiculous. Maybe by the end of the year. Hey, Farm Simmons, welcome along. Giants, I forgot Giants had a stream today. Anything good? I should have watched it. Yeah, as I said, I'm really burnt out. Hey, Spencer Crab, welcome along. Yeah, I am stupidly burnt out at the moment. Difference is so negligible, it's not worth making a machine that could tell. But I'm from the west of Ireland and hand planting is eye down. Interesting to know, Culchy. Interesting to know. I was going to say, yeah, I've never heard of planting a potato upside down, and my dad was a potato farmer. What did they choose for? Oh, what did they choose for it? Well, it's State of the Farm. Well, it was the State of the Farm stream. Have I got sound? And where is everything? Oh, we got to move across to the next day. Sorry, we got to move across to the next day. I'm not sure I have game sound. I need to jump in the tractor. Not a good stream at all. Oh, really? I'd be interested to see what the chat's like, because that's the first one that they've done after all the rubbish that went down at Christmas. And as I said, the community is not overly pleased at the moment. Oh, wow. We've had 5 chicks born. 5, 10, 15... and 1 with avian flu. Oh no. Wow, we got a lot of new chickens. I need to check out the chickens. We might have to sell some. Extremely high. Yeah, we need to sell some chickens. Look at this. We have some very low condition chickens. So yeah, we need to sort that. And we got a lot of cockerels. Look at all these cockerels. Hello, welcome along. We've only just started. It's not that quiet. Do we have a trailer full of onions? We do have a trailer full of onions. Come on. There we go. Well, thank you for popping in. Hello, Leodon. Welcome along. Right, where are we taking this? Where is this pile of onions going? Down the bottom. I think I do. How long has it been since you've been in here? What is the horsepower rating of a pony?
Jesse Kando 27 asked me, what is the horsepower rating of a pony? Ah, the humble pony. In terms of horsepower, which always amuses me given the name, a pony is said to have about 0.7 horsepower. That's right, less than 1 horse. It's like comparing a child's pedal go-kart to a Bugatti Veyron. Not quite going to win you any drag races, but adorable nonetheless.
Oh dear.
Vorbal asked me, VF has a lot of cockerels. Any recommendations on what to do with them? Right, you want to cook those feathery blighters, yeah? First, you grab those cockerels. Next, you marinate them in garlic and herbs. Then, you roast the bloody things until they're golden brown. Serve with some potatoes. Simple as that, you donut.
Fletcher DK is raiding with a party of 17. Welcome, 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 raiders. I hope you had a good stream. Kicking the numbers up. Thank you very much. Just being corrected by the... You see, I would have said it was eyes up rather than eyes down. If I was going with my gut, I'd have said eyes up. But then, as I said, I've never heard that you can plant potatoes the wrong way up. So yeah. Great, round we go. So, quick update, go to College for Agriculture. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't know if I think my harvest has stopped at the moment, so is it still going? Yeah, the harvest has stopped at the moment because I've been driving the harvester. The rower, the topper and the rower is still going. We've got to finish these onions today. If we don't finish these onions today, we fail on these onions, so they have to be finished. Right, okay. I love how this area isn't actually flat. I've said that before. It's really nicely done, this area. Hit the onions. I'd have thought all the money we made off here be for onions. 40% transported. We can do this, chat. We can do this. We're nearly 60% way through the contract with 40% transported. I don't think we're going to have to do 100% transport. Evening, Steethy. Welcome along. So the big question I've got is, where do we start from next week for ETS2? Where should we begin? I know, Paul. I said thank you. I said hi. Is my microphone working? So I've got to set up my follow me on this again. Shouldn't be too hard. Hello, Leodon. I am not muted. I know I'm not muted. I just want to discuss with the MP. Are we allowed to buy production so you can always sell products? What if it's a production point that only takes second stage production? Nobody else is using. I would still say you have to build your own productions. I do have an idea for a mod, but it's something I wouldn't be able to put on a crossplay server.
Vobal asked me, Jezemy old mucker, can you tell VF his mic isn't working, please? The classic microphone mishap. It's like having a Ferrari with no wheels, utterly useless. Virtual Farmer, mate, your mic is as silent as a Prius, sneaking up on you in electric mode. Time to give it a good old check, because right now no one can hear those dulcet farming tones of yours.
Two things. One, no, it is working. And two, why did Jeremy become American again? There's the bike. And there's the harvester. Oh, there we go. Right. And then I want to be 8 in front or 6 in front.
Gamer Dragon TV asked me, deliver a war speech to rally drivers stuck behind a caravan. Listen up, you brave soldiers of the open road. Before you lies a test worthy of the most daring adventurers. A caravan as stubborn as an old mule in a traffic jam. But fear not, for we are drivers, warriors of the asphalt. Shift into that lower gear, prepare your wits, and when the chance comes, overtake with the precision of a Swiss watch. We shall not be held hostage by this slow-moving fortress. Forward to freedom.
Nice. I think so. I think he is. As far as I know, he is. He was at, if it's the same person I'm thinking of, he was at Llama in January. No. There we go, that's what I want to do. %60 harvested. How is the follow me? That is the follow me mod that I'm using. It's been a while since I've used it. I'm going to try and sit down this weekend and just do a whole load of videos. I say that every weekend, but this weekend I need to. I need to get back on the horse and I need to get stuff done. Durham area of Northeast England start from an ETS2. Well, we'll start somewhere. Yeah, we'll start somewhere in the UK. We'll have to cross the channel probably to do any kind of journey. I might try and do small trips rather than one big trip for the whole stream, but we'll see. I can't remember which DLCs I own. %50 full. Quick baler and the quick baler in 22. Not sure. In all fairness. Stop here and wait for the track to catch up. That off. Whoa. I filled up too quickly. Jeez. By the UK, Cotswolds Great Landscape. There we go. This could take roughly 4 loads off this onion harvester. No, onions are part of the Highlands fishing DLC. Exclamation mark Highlands in the chat if you want to go and grab that and use my Giants code. Yeah, I think I'm judging by how everybody's asking me where to start. I think we might have to start somewhere central in the UK. Oh, wow, we're nearly full already. I think we want to empty at the end of this row. Yeah, I think you should start in Plymouth and head north, maybe towards Folkestone. I will get on to ETS2 this weekend, and I will work out exactly where we're going to start from. Did I get all of that there? Sort of. Basically, I will put I'm starting in this place. I'm hoping my tractor is not going to get stuck in the side. Knew it was going to happen. I did. But I'm going to do a convoy Netsan, yes. I'm going to try. I think I can set up a server. Knew it was going to get stuck. On a tree branch. There it is. No, it's not Control H, it's Control F. You didn't get your sim set up for Christmas. Oh dear, Burms. I have seen the new Steam cards that Giants put out. Don't really have a huge comment on them. G Portal, indeed a great service! Exclamation mark G Portal in the chat. They also provide my Farm Sim server for Fridays. For Sundays, sorry. They'll empty out at the end of this road. That will be very useful to us. And yeah, you get 10% off. Not gonna take much to fill this. Yeah, there we go. I think most of what's left on this contract is actually delivery now. Although you should be able to do up to 80% of the field on just by harvesting it. It's only the last 20%, so we definitely haven't reached the point where we've harvested everything that we can harvest on here. Later, thanks for joining us. I don't know if this is the fastest route. Try and get everything off the field. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing, Paul. This is the only way we can do it, because we've not got space in our storage at the moment, I don't think. Basically, I want to get the contract completed, because then we can take our time. We're on our feet. It's all good. We can take our time getting the rest of the onions off the field once we've delivered everything you want to deliver. Trouble is, I think we're doing about 5% of delivery, and we're only 40% of the way through. So there is quite a way to go. It is an amazing distance to go. Yeah, Mum. You can do it, little tractor. On to the A140. One of the things I love about Farm Sim, and especially Farm Sim Briscoe's maps, I smile every time I drive down this road now. And I recognize the place I'm driving past, and it's the same when I drive through Saxthorpe. I smile every time I drive through Saxthorpe because I've driven those roads so many times in game that it just brings memories flooding back. Hey Georgie, welcome along. I'll dry up Borton on the water and see a sign for Carmston. Oh, the biggest smile on I had the biggest smile on my face a couple of years ago. So my wife let me indulge something on the way back from a holiday 2-3 years ago, and it was I saw a sign for Attingham Park, and I went, we have to go there. We have to, at the very least, go to Attingham. So we went to Attingham, and I got to stand and take my picture on the bridge and stand by the hotel and just stand in the middle of Attingham, outside Attingham Park. And it was just, that was very cool. Go for it, Georgie. Ask me anything. It was the same when Bullet Bill asked me to go around Culper Park Farm a few years ago. I got to walk all around Culper Park Farm. I have the pictures of that somewhere as well. And just doing, you know, little things like that is a lot of fun. Trying to think if there's somewhere else I've been. How can I call you by name? VF. VF is fine, Georgie. When GD broke Attingham and it was snowing potatoes. GD is very talented at breaking stuff. Very talented at breaking stuff. Yeah, my real name is not overly a secret, Georgie, but I prefer in this kind of location to go by BF or Virtual Farmer. Hey Welsh Sim Farmer, welcome along. Fake news. I have proof. And also, what you did to Lone Oak is still legendary. I have never seen someone so thoroughly break a map and not know how they did it. Yeah, that's the thing, Paul. We still, Jenny, weren't you also the person who managed to get outside of the map border and then wonder why you couldn't play the map or get any of your machinery to you or anything like that. Was that you? I kind of feel that like that was you. Okay, 2, 3. No. God, this thing is. Hydra Ninja 2002, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. And hey, Grizzly, welcome along. Master all-time game breaker. Oh yes. We salute GD for his amazing skills. If you, well, yes, I have a server, Georgie. You can join us on the server. Sunday evenings. You're all good, Farm Simmons. Right, let's stop our following worker there. You set fire to your own kitchen. Oh, that reminds me, GD. At some point, we have to play 7 Days to Die with the fire mod on. Because that won't be hilarious. Tractor is getting close though. Here it comes. Oh, we are 2/3 of the way there though, chap. On this contract, 2/3 of the way there. I'll exclude myself. I only pitch my friend's loot bags. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. We won't call in hundreds of streamers at any point. Oh God, reminds me. I was watching one of your videos the other day, GD, and you're back in your home base. And there's a very obvious screamer outside, and you're going, that's not a screamer. No, that's not a screamer. That's not a screamer. Is that a screamer? No, that's not a screamer. And it just made me go, yeah, you're gonna have a horde knock your base out from under you. Didn't happen. You managed to very deftly take care of her, but it was still hilarious because you were very obviously in denial. Denial is a very wonderful thing. what is my... We didn't have this problem last time. How? No, the hired worker parked the tracks there and then ran. Whereabouts am I in the field? I'm about halfway across it. You know, Cratchy. I don't, Geordie. Show on map. I'm up at the top end of the field there. I'm about halfway through the main body of the field. So I'm about halfway through the crop. Yeah, it should get it done tonight. See, that's how the tractor should have turned around at the other end. I don't know why it failed to do that. Oh, we might actually have a full trailer this this run. We're at 86%. Let's build this up a bit. Right, and then bring it back. Yeah, there we go. We've only gone 1% up since we delivered the last load. That's slightly concerning. Oh, we do not have enough weight on the front of this tractor. Oh, we don't have any weight on the front of this tractor. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the moisture mod. I need to go and check it out. There's so many realism mods that are coming out at the moment. Take corners faster. I have a feeling, Oz, that mods tend to do that. You start off with a really neat, cool little idea, and then it just sort of balloons. I mean, I want to create a realism experiment mod. I've got that. I want to try and I'm gonna try again and create a Twitch integration mod. And I want to and then I've got a very simple little mod that's going to be my first mod that I think I can put together probably in a weekend. I think my advice to anybody modding is don't overcomplicate the mod. And what I mean by that is I love the idea behind the realistic weather mod. The problem with the realistic weather mod is it's become too complicated. There's too much to it now. And as a result, it becomes hard to use for certain things. I love the idea of additional disasters, like field fires and, you know, bits like that. But there are certain aspects to it that just make it unusable for a lot of people. Love the mod, but it can be a very extreme mod to use. But I get tornadoes every month. Good. Well, I know why I'm getting tornadoes every month on my game. The photo mod resets the weather, and so when it resets the weather, it brings tornadoes every so often. And so that's why I ended up with 2 tornadoes in one day, because I took a couple of photos and it reset the weather and I ended up with a second tornado. Spent a hard time tweaking settings with that. Yeah, it's well, it's as I said, its trouble is that it's very extreme how it handles moisture in grass and hay, and that's the trouble. I can't make hay in this save because the mod just doesn't let me. If I'm running on 2-day months at 5 times speed, nothing dries out or you know, reaches a point at which I can do stuff with it. Evening, J-Man James. I would even go so far as to say the realistic weather mod adds too much moisture to stuff. It makes it unmanageable. I would like to have seen that aspect of it be an irrigation mod or a moisture mod. You can TED multiple times. That's awesome. And I clamp min-max moisture to avoid weird extremes. Fantastic. So this is my question, because my thoughts on what I would have done for that kind of mod was I had this idea where I would love to see it that, especially grain crops this is with, when you harvest something, you harvest it with a certain level of moisture. And if you tip it into a trailer and that has a different level of moisture, it averages out the moisture in that trailer. And then if you tip the trailer into a silo, it averages out the moisture in the silo based on the moisture level that you're tipping in and the moisture level that's in there. Raging Viking!
No! Anyway.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. And then you have a target moisture level to sell your grain crops at. And if you're in that target, then you get full price for it. If you're outside of it, then you lose money depending on how far you're outside of it. Perfect. Bobsibos, I am very, very excited for your mod. Because that's exactly the kind of moisture mod I'm looking for. One that doesn't affect yield, but still affects price depending on what you do and how you approach moisture. That is awesome. That is so awesome. Hey Yoshi Park, welcome along. That is exactly the kind of gameplay feature I want to see for moisture. So not something that affects yield again, but something that does ultimately affect your game. Dude, how you doing, Tech? Because I'm a little bit tired in Farm Sim of everything affecting yield. Yield is not the only factor as to how much you sell your crops for and how much money you get for your crops. It's like weeds. I would like I would like to see weeds not affect. I'd like to see weeds not affect your yield. I'd like to see weeds affect your. Oh, come on. Follow, please. Thank you. I'd like it to affect quality or moisture level. You know, because you have lots of weeds in your crop. Your moisture level is going to go up when you harvest it. Nice Tech. Yeah, exactly, J-Man James. Oh, I really need to change the interface on this thing. Not sure my my skills are up to it, is the only thing. The other tractor is not far off finishing the top end of the field, and we are up to 71% now, actually. Mods seem to be coming out every other day. Currently mods one day, none the next. Did you say your mod is currently on your itch? Hey Josh 35 63 45, welcome along. Hey Wayland Timlet, welcome along. What's the mod for animals that gives you the extra info on them? That I think is the enhanced animal mod. I'm still not overly sure about that mod. I think it's a very detailed mod that I don't use properly. Hey, Weeping Willow, welcome along. Oh, we're nearly full, and I have not got the tractor coming up, and we got rain coming down. Fantastic. This field is about to get very boggy. Hey, Celero, welcome along. Somebody should clean that window. It's about to get very clean, I think. Yeah, the rain's coming down, so it's about to get very clean. Have I seen the soil and fertilizer mod that's on GitHub that adds realistic soil facility mechanics, fertilizer requirements, and nutrient cycles? Discovered with a few testers, mate. What's the thing? It's a good stay up. Thank you. I would be very interested in having a go with it and doing a focus on it, doing a mod review, because yeah, that's exactly the kind of stuff I want to see. Cheers, Weeping Willow. I'm good, thank you, Aussie Pete. When it rains, does it break down the yield? Not for onions. Hello, Andrew Mayhew, welcome along. It only rakes down the yield if you harvest in the rain for grain crops. Starting to fall out of love with FS, barely any British maps. How many British maps are you after, Andrew? Because there are so many British maps. Whoa. Yeah, European maps. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. There's 10. There's double figures numbers of maps, and that's just on ModHub. So that's of the 50 European, no, less than 50 European maps there are. Yeah, of the at least 50 European maps there are. No, it's less than 50 because there's 5 pages worth. There are 10 British maps. Oh, have you, Andrew? Have you tried Highlands Fishing? Have you played Kinleg? Because Kinleg is the best map for FS25 at the moment. The best map for FS25. It is absolutely awesome. Oxygen David worked on it. You can tell. So yeah, there's 2 Oxy maps out. No, I counted Kinleg when I was counting the maps. Hello, George. Welcome along. Kinleg is awesome. I absolutely love Kinleg. I highly recommend it. And Andrew, if you want some ideas, I have 8 videos out on rebuilding and building farmyards on it, which we're using for the multiplayer. So if you're looking for inspiration on how to play it and not just maybe play at the main farm, I have a whole load of videos on rebuilding farmyards and building new farmyards and things. I built or rebuilt 8 farmyards on that map, and yeah, and now we've got people playing on them on the Sunday multiplayer. Waste a whole day. Oh, I'd love to waste a whole day fishing on Kinleg, but no one would ever watch that. Didn't I see a new on Facebook I saw a new combine realistic combine mod that somebody's working on. You are coming. Why are you not showing on my map? That's weird. A few starting from 0 challenges. My next series, if I do a next series, is going to be a starting from 0 challenge. Do you know if Simulation Foundation will? No, SFTN isn't releasing his map for 25. Unfortunately, because for a first map, that was absolutely cracking. Hers was pretty broken in 22. Do you know what? The Combat Experience map, sorry, the Combat Experience mod is great, but it had issues. Ben Wilson 55, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Again, do you know what? The Combat Experience mod, again, is a great example of a mod that has a wonderful idea at its thing that is then overcomplicated. Richard J, thank you for subscribing for your 71st month. You are awesome. And Marvin 4x4 Life, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. I don't know where my tractor is. He coming? He's coming. Yeah, SFTN's in full-time work. I don't get to talk to Sim as much as I used to, which is a pity because he's a really nice bloke. Hey, Ben Wilson 55, welcome along. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are awesome. We're back up to 51 viewers on Twitch. That is fantastic, and we're hitting 30 on YouTube. None of that is to be sniffed at. None of that's to be sniffed at. for all my belly aching about how Farm Sim seems to be struggling a bit, those are good numbers. And I want to thank every single one of you for being here, because that is just perfect. Would I like to grow? Yes, but I'm not gonna, you know. You can do all the onions you like on the Kid Lake map. Yeah, you can do all the onions you like on this map as well. Am I using Courseplay? Nope. I have a hired worker who is doing the lifting and the rowing, and then I'm running the harvester when my trailer isn't full. And when my trailer's full, which it might be actually, because I didn't look at what level it was at then I'm running it down to the tip point. You know, FS burnout says, but I am, yeah, you guys might be able to tell I'm very burnt out at the moment. I have not had a good video schedule this month. And I've got to stop doing this, because this is only going to hurt the channel. But I just have not been able to get my content out this month. And, well, last week, I couldn't even stream most of the week. I think it's January after Christmas when FS dies down a bit. February onwards seems to pick up. I hope so. I'm going to try and round out my Kin Lake series in the next couple of weeks. And we'll start a new series at the start of March. And see if we get somewhere with that. I also need to look at videos that I want to produce as well. And I need to sit down and I need to do them. And that's the thing. Trying to get back into Derail Valley as well as FS currently. Well, next week, as I said, we're going to be doing a little bit less streaming on Farm Sim. We're going to be trying a couple of other bits out for a few weeks. So it was going to be just for February, but as we're halfway through February and I haven't switched over yet, we're going to probably be doing it February through to the end of March. We will be doing ETS 2 on a Wednesday. And if you're on YouTube, that will be on Virtual Farmer 2. And we're going to be doing Baldur's Gate on a Friday. So, yeah, again, if you're over on YouTube, that will be going out on... Victor Foxtrot, which is my third YouTube channel. I might pull... Historically, I found that ETS videos just do not do well. I mean, and by do not do well, I mean that I was putting out Farm Sim videos that were getting 1,000 to 2,000 views, and I was doing ETS videos on a Friday once a week. So I was doing like Trucking Thursday or something with ETS, and it was literally getting less than 100 views. Hey Carlton Birds, welcome along. It may be something to try on VF2. I certainly need to look at putting more content out there. But trying to keep trucking videos interesting can be a difficult one. There's not a lot of variety. Do I play ETS? Do you know what, Josh? I tried playing ATS and I didn't get on with it. ATS was a game that which is weird because essentially ATS and ETS are the same game, just based in different parts of the world. But I didn't get on with ATS at all. We need a crash counter for ETS, yes. ETS sadly streaming better than editing vids, yeah. If I'm gonna make videos on stuff, it needs to be stuff that I can make good videos on. Way, no. I've been trying to avoid doing that all stream, turning into the wrong gateway. ATS is better for long hauls, ETS is better for short hauls. Yeah, crash kind of. I didn't crash. Although we have had a crash. Only 11:20. Earlier. Okay. 75%, 76%, 77%. And we are, we're nearly 2/3 delivered. I'm going to check out Dromard Farm map tonight. Not done an Irish map before. Dromard is a fantastic map, and admittedly I include that in the British maps, but of course it's an Irish map. Well, map I am on Saxlingham. It is a cracking British map by Farms in Briscoe. There's also this version I'm playing, which is the itch.io version, because it has a couple of enhancements on it which are not available on the Mod Hub version. Wickham Park Farm was out. It's gonna be an awesome map, that. The only concern I've had so far is the main farm looks huge from the pictures that were put out last week, and I'm not one for massive farmyards, so I'm intrigued to see what the other farmyards look like. And when I have a look around it, I very much will be looking what the other farmyards look like, because I have a feeling the main farmyard may be too big for me, but we'll see how it comes. Otherwise, everything else on that map is I'm very pleased about. Who do I think is the best map maker in FS25 or overall? Because that's a very interesting question. I will either be doing a Let's Play or a live stream on it. I might move the Realism experiment to there when it comes out. Yeah, May, June release. Any. I I am a big fan of GB modding. I would love to see more of GB modding's stuff. Come on, work. Follow, thank you. Farmsid Briscoe right now, his stuff is excellent. Oxy's stuff is great. I'm looking forward to Wickham Park. If Wickham Park is as good as it appears to be, I think he's definitely gonna go high on my list. The only reason he's not there at the moment is because I think there's been a certain amount lacking in some of the maps. Pretty as they are, the playability's been a bit low for me, but it looks like with Wickham Park he's going to put the playability into it as well as the prettiness, and that is just gonna be a whole new bar to get up to if he manages to do that with that map. So I have a lot of hope for Wickham Park. I think Wickham Park is going to be an incredible map. And up till now, the person whose maps have absolutely been my bar of how does this work, how good is this? In 22 it was GB modding, because GB modding Attingham Park is beautiful and playable, and that's the thing. I am not just looking for a beautiful map, and I'm not just looking for a playable map. If you get that sweet spot of both beautiful and playable, man, I love your map. Paligny is in that spot. Paligny is beautiful and really playable. The other French map that Black Sheep's bringing out, again, beautiful looking map. I think it's gonna I haven't played it yet, and I know lots of people have, but I'm hoping that has that playability in there as well, because if it does, that's going to be a fantastic map. So yeah, you get both those things in and I'm a happy camper. And I should say, how about recommendations? This map, Josh, I would have a crack on this map, especially if you like Oakbridge. You'll like this map. This is Saxlingham. Still playing on Calmston? Whoa. I must, oh, it lifted it and I didn't. Oh, my follower's been stopped because I reversed up too far. My next farm build is going to be on Oakbridge stroke Calmston at the weekend. So a week ago on Saturday I did start and I rebuilt the cow farm. This week I'm going to rebuild the main farm to include cows, so that you don't have to own the cow farm to do them, or you could extend it and have cows between both. The actually map has a lot of variety, isn't for big equipment, but none of their maps really have big. Yeah, and admittedly I'm not a big equipment guy, so Any news on Bullet Bill's map? Bullet Bill won't release a map for FS25. Thank you, Carlton. That was fun. That turned out nicer than I expected it to. It went really well in the end. Took me it was a huge headache planning it out. I actually had to build it off camera and then rebuild it afterwards to get it right, to get it how I wanted it. Do a realistic big equipment. Yeah, and a nice, I mean, even I like to go and do a big equipment map every so often. In fact, I think this would probably count as a big equipment map given the size some of the fields on here. Yeah, loads of room, way more room after that build than I thought I was going to end up with, which surprised the hell out of me. On it, what on itch? But then there's not an FS25 one, is there, Paul? His Bullet Bill's still doing FS22 stuff, isn't he? I think. That's what I thought. Whoa, I'm full. Okay. Hey, Alex Bratton, welcome along. I've actually subdivided 1 or 2 fields on my Saxlingham save, put a few trees, some hedges with track down the middle, blends right in. Nice, J-Man James. I don't think Bullet Bill will ever make a current map for Farm Sim again. Sorry, a map for the current version of Farm Sim ever again. Watch, as soon as FS28 comes out, he'll make a map for the FS25. And I understand why, because the amount of hassle he goes through if he reveals a map for the current game isn't worth it. And he doesn't do it to make money or anything like that. He does it to for the enjoyment of doing it. Okay, well, Sim Farmer, catch you later. Wow, it is still doing the top end of that field. I don't know whether the progress counts it as stuff that I've lifted or into rows or stuff that or stuff that's up there. Matt Wise's last release was for 17 on his page. Oh wow. Yeah, it doesn't stop the trolling exactly. Western Shore. So has he not released anything since Western Shore? That's what I thought. Hey Thomas, welcome along. Or Thomas and Toby, welcome along. I don't know whether it's Thomas watching, Toby watching, or both of you watching. Yeah, I'm on tractor. Speedy JCB. At least it stopped raining now. Four crop textures for 22 and that's it. Hey Blue Sky Farmer, welcome along. Thomas is watching. There we go. Hey Thomas. Right, this will probably take us up to 90%, I think. Yeah, this is gonna fill us. And there we are. And away we go. We are up to 79% done on this contract now. It's a decent trailer, this one. This is all contract equipment that we're using. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to harvest my peas. Is it my peas I've got, or is it carrots? We might have carrots actually. We've got carrots to harvest. We might be able to do that on Friday. Luca, there's no point in me paying FS22. Nobody watches FS22. Or very few people watch FS22. Hey Mystic, welcome along. Yeah, I enjoy playing FS22. 22 is a cracking game. Really good game, but it's crash counter +1 and play FS22. Well, that's the thing, lots of people do exactly that, Carlton. Also, if you want to watch me play FS22, I have so many videos and live streams on FS22. There is a ton of content I have. And lots of, if you want to watch some long form stuff, I have quite a few supercuts. Thank you, Luca, for subbing. Welcome to the BFM. But yeah, I have lots of supercuts from FS22, if you want to go check those out. I put FS20. Oh, thank you, John. I did it again. Well, this is Saxlingham. It is available on the Mod Hub. I didn't, Luca. I've not played that map. I tend to mostly play UK maps. I play a few US maps, and I've played the odd European map. But yeah, most of my focus tends to be UK-based maps. Right, this should send us over 80%. It will. We go up about 4% each time. Yeah, we're 61% transported. So we're almost 2/3 transported. We're over 80% done on this contract now. What's my favorite tractor in FS25? The long wheelbase New Holland T7. Love that tractor. What happened to Rainbow Dave and Simulate? Rainbow Dave does still stream. I believe he streams on Twitch these days. And he tends to stream Flight Sim more than anything else. Simulate got a new job. Oh, it's Dave in full-time work now. Simulate got a job and was focusing on that rather than his farm sim content, and retired a few years ago now. Later, Luca. Thanks for joining us. Turn by 91. He's not been on in 6 months. Okay, I have not, in all honesty, I haven't been following Dave's stuff recently. Probably for a good few years now. Yeah, Landy lives in Canada and basically stopped doing YouTube not too long after he moved to Canada. Nice, Jay. A nice bit of smoked brisket is very nice. J-Man James, yes. Unfortunately, it also pays the bills. When am I going to do another live? I will be live again on Friday from 8 PM. I stream Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And you can catch all of my live streams on Twitch. And from next week, I will be streaming across 3 different channels. See you on Friday, Luca. Right, where's my harvester? There's my harvester. I think the hired worker... No, he is still going. Jeez. Yeah, I'm the only one left. Oh, I've not got it enabled in this save. I have a Land Rover. It's not a great Land Rover, but I have a Land Rover. For rent without a job, I mean, that's for generational wealth. Well, you guys all know about how much fun I had for 18 months. Now I'm just perpetually burnt out. Can I win the lottery, please? That would be very nice. I do at some point have to work out what my work-life balance is. It's annoying, I can't see where the tractor is. Would I still stream? Robert, if I won the lottery, yeah, because I wouldn't be working. I think I'd probably stream more than I'd create videos. I did see an old Ranger. I saw, like the ones that you get on Kinleg, I saw someone create a mod of that, but I've not seen it released. Enjoy streaming. I love streaming. You might notice that even when I'm burnt out, I will tend to stream rather than make videos because I enjoy streaming a huge amount more. To the point where I've kind of gone, maybe I should stream more and try and create shorts or something to promote my stuff. But I'm never quite sure what shorts to make. If I could work out how to make shorts that I could. We don't talk about that site here, Josh. You're all right. Soon I will get FarmSim UK up. And we'll talk about that all the time and go, oh, there's a Range Rover on FarmSim UK you can check out. But we're not there yet. Streaming is like proper gaming. Streaming is all about talking to people and being social and sitting in front of a screen making videos. It's a little bit less so. Especially videos that grab people enough. The model sound is quite good, the rest is mid. Yeah, I find that this is the trouble with a lot of mods I find. Is that people go, especially on dodgy third-party sites, is that people go, oh, that's good enough. And I'm not asking for perfection, but it's like I've seen tractors released with no dials on the inside of the console or you know, stuff like that, which look lovely if you go and take a picture of it from the outside. The moment you want to play the game and you want to be in cab like this, and you look and there's nothing on the dashboard, and you go, oh, well, that's disappointing. How many AI helpers do I have? At the moment, I've got 2. Although I think my one at the top end of the field has stopped. Yeah, one more load and our tractor will be done. Going on this row, I think. Hey, Eastern Hayes, welcome along. So many onions. This was a hell of a contract to take on. Jeez. How do you get the AI work to follow you and offload the onions? Is that PC mod? It is. That is the follow me mod, Mr. Jafar. So yeah, I am using the follow me mod to have the worker come along and empty as I'm going. And I've just learnt the timings of when to call the helper and when to stop it and like that. Hey, Nifty Shifty, welcome along. I'm good, thank you. Right, I think, yeah, there we go. Trailer is full. Wonder why this row runs out. I follow me mod can come to console 28 as well as manual attach. Very much would like manual attach. Follow me, I think it all depends on whether you could get the controls in. Manual attach, I think, is an easy one to get into the game because there are no extra controls really, other than attaching the PTO and the wires separately. Yeah, there was the Santana 88 in FS22. The dash lights interior animation works, so not about the RPM. The tow hitch is too high. I modeler it and another hitch type and added beacon light with G. That's the thing. So the Land Rover that I have, the Defender I have, I fiddled with that. I do think they missed a trick by not having a Land Rover as a car or adding it as a truck for the Highlands fishing. That would have been just the perfect time to put a landy in of some description. And I'm sure Land Rover would have loved to have had the new Defender in game, you know? I still don't quite understand why that didn't happen. Is the Land Rover I've done public? No. The original very broken mod is, but the version my edits is not. Oh yeah, licensing issues. So J-Man James, I've said this many times before, and people very much Giants don't pay for licenses. They sign licenses, but they don't pay anybody for the licenses. Most companies see this as a promotional tool and license their equipment to the game free of charge. What map is this? This is Saxlingham. Why quite often Giants don't choose what equipment goes into the game. So if you're wondering what the weird equipment choices are sometimes, that's because one of whichever license company wants to promote that piece of kit and not the other piece of kit. Prime example of this is the JCB telehandler. So the JCB telehandler has not been in farm sim till FS25 because that's not the piece of equipment JCB wanted to promote. They wanted to promote that central one instead. I don't know if I've got it on here actually. Normally have all the JCB equipment. Telehandlers. So yeah, this took so long to get into the game because this isn't the thing that JCB wanted to promote. They wanted to promote their one like this. Oh, J-Man James, Porsche and Volkswagen. There's a reason why Transformers didn't have licensed vehicles from Porsche or Volkswagen for so long. Because they wanted a ridiculous amount of control. And they didn't want their stuff to be associated with war toys. So this game is all about promoting their brand. For the brands that are in it, yes, nifty. The brands that are in it, it is all about promoting their brands. And you'll quite often see farm sim on stands for brands that are in the game. Certainly if you go around Agritechnica have farm sim stands all over the place with and you're able to go and look at the machines in game. And one year I went to Agritechnica and brands had stuff on their stand in game that wasn't available in game. And we didn't see until the next iteration of the game. Farmer King George, welcome along. Is the fastest tractor I have issue? I bought the DLC for my PS5 but won't let you play the map. Any reason why it's trying to make you buy it on the PS Store? I would contact support if you're having trouble getting it in. John Deere took so long to get in the game because John Deere had their own farming simulator game. And my understanding at the time was while their equipment was licensed to go into that game, it couldn't go into Farm Sim. This is FS25, yes. I can allow that through. Right, he needs to read up on further push. No, James. That's why. that's the exact reason why bag brands were not allowed, were not wanting to be associated with war toys. Yeah, if you know the history of Volkswagen, the Volkswagen Group, that's absolutely why they don't want to be associated with war toys. Is Ford in the game now? No. So lots of people thought that Ford was in the game when the Versatile DLC came out. It's not. Literally, the license for Ford branded tractors and equipment in-game is purely for Versatile equipment with the Ford brand on. Giants are not allowing anything through the mod hub that has Ford branding on it. You can't do it. Well, it's a console. You can do it for PC. You can always do it for PC. But for console, you can't brand anything with Ford. It's got to be Lizard. Well, you're here down Nifty Shifty, and I'm glad for it. We have a little bit of a... Oh, no, we'll be all right, actually. Yeah. The other tractor's finished, so we now have lifted all of the onions on this field. Same with Class when Giants got that brand and Cattle and Crops collapsed. Giants got the Class brand before Cattle and Crops collapsed. Now, that was a different thing. I'm guessing the license with Cattle and Crops wasn't an exclusive license. That would definitely do it, Nifty. Right, we'll cool that up. Because... it does play good money, and we are going to make even more money with it as well. So we're going to make a lot of money off this from just the contract. We'll make 40,000 off it from the contract. The big money will come from the fact that we're bagging all these onions. Australia, the land where all animals want to kill you. Yes, everything is deadly. What map am I using? This is Saxlingham, Micah. Do I know if there's a pull behind forage harvester in FS25? I don't. If there is, I would check the mod hub first. There we go. Thank you, Steam fan. I don't tend to look for forage harvesters most of the times. The old Polish one and a mower. Oh, yes, I know. Yes, there is. Yes, I know the one you're talking about. Right, let's stop there. And away we go, yeah. And we'll stop there. That's 60%, and I'm hoping that's not going to go into the trees. No, we're all good. EYT's is New Holland that's coming. EY nearly made a David Brown a couple of years ago, and he put it to the vote, and had I seen the vote, I would have asked my community to go and vote for the David Brown, but instead it ended up going to a Massey, which was unfortunate. Oh, a pickup rather than a cutter. So it doesn't cut, it just picks up. There must be. If there's a cutter, there must be a pickup, surely. I'm guessing it must have, but I've not seen the problem since Steam Fan is the way I'll put it. Yeah, great first pair. Ton of Massey. No, we need David Browns. There's lots of Masseys in game. We don't have one great David Brown. Hey, Croft, welcome along. Give me one. Oh, tech. Don't you make me hungry. Nice bit of smoked brisket. Oh, I'm very full. Need to get the tractor up here. There are ones out there, but they are not good. Basically, you know what I was saying about earlier about tractors that have tractors that don't have all their dials and everything, and as soon as you get inside, oh, I know that back, and that yours is fantastic. Did an entire series with yours, and it was awesome. Get yourself a case tractor and then put David Brown colours on. That's the thing. Nobody's even made the case tractors that came in white in the so I can't even do that. Oh, stop. This is going to be a full trailer here as well. Yeah, there we go. Quarter past 10. 3:36 in game. We have 8 hours and 22 in-game minutes left. I am gonna have to go and refill my drink. Yeah, everybody knows I want that DB. They were red and yellow at one point, and then in the 1970s they went to first white and red, and then just white. In fact, I think they went white and gold. I think the fronts were gold after that. But yeah. My wife gave me a whole stack of tractor history books for Christmas. I enjoyed flicking through them so much. Yeah, the red 990s that led on to the white 996. I think it was one of the ones I wanted. I think it was like a 996 he was going to make. And he never, and it was a vote of this or this, and everybody went for the Massey, and I kind of went, no. Because a David Brown from EY would have been amazing. Lucky, good Massey's too, with IC and all the good stuff. Yeah, but there are at least the Masseys out there, Crofter. The funny thing is, I want that tractor, but it's only ever going to do me as a starting tractor. Unless I somehow... Oh no, this was for 22, Josh. This was a long time ago. I think a good 4 years ago he held that vote now. Nothing wrong with Massey Power. My point is there's a lot of them. A lot of them in game. Right, what are we doing? Are we going to go up to 69? Yeah, we've had a lot of Fords, and I really love the Fords we've had, although the Fords are a bit thin on the ground in FS25. Oh, the old field marshals. I don't know. I don't think Peter. No, Peter J has released something for 25, hasn't he? Am I right in thinking that? I don't know, actually, to be honest. Right, this should get us up to about 89%. Maybe. Oh no, 87%. 71% transported, though. He hasn't. Okay. Right. I will be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. I need to go and refill my drink because my throat is a little bit dry. Right. Oh, I didn't pause the game. Oh, God. Have I tried the 9s? Is that the one that's on the site that will not be named? Because there was some that are on the site that will not be named. Both 12, 10s, 990s, and 13, and I don't think I've seen a 1690. But there were some that were released not too long ago that were not good. I downloaded them, looked at them, and went, "Oh, that's rough." So our next load should get us 90%. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is the one the ones you're thinking of, J-Man. I've had a look at them, and okay, I don't want to. You see so many good things, and then you come across it, and it's. I don't really want to use okay-ish. I wish we had something that was nicer than okay-ish. Oh wow, Spring Hill, Josh, that's going back a bit. That was an FS13. Wasn't there a version of that for 17? Because I... Was Spring Hill, I didn't think, was Spring Hill available for 22? Oh wow. I have not played Spring Hill. We are not far from the end of this field now. The biggest problem with this contract is it's such a long drive to go and tip this. I hear a few months and your wish will be granted. I'd love to convert the Fords over from FS25, but I have no idea how to do the new UV maps. Hey Drex, welcome along. I'm doing well, thank you. Suffering a little bit of burnout at the moment, but trying to get back on the bike. It's 80%, and I think we're about right for unloading without stopping. Reaver's doing all right. I haven't asked him about how he's doing on the map for the last couple of weeks, but he's doing all right in general. Got that there. Yeah, Reaver was not overly enjoying doing the streaming, so he's currently stopped doing that. But he has been he's been enjoying building the map, so he's been concentrating on that. There we go. Evening, Cookie Dakeka. Welcome along. It is indeed 10:30. We need to get this well, we've got a choice. We can either go right, we'll pick up here next on Friday and just keep going, on the same day to finish this off, which I'm slightly tempted at the moment. Yeah, real farmers definitely don't sleep until the job is done. We are very close to the end of this contract at this point. But so my worry is I think it's going to take more than half an hour. So I'm very tempted to pick up on Friday and finish this off then. And not move forward. Someone literally dozed off while farming. Jesus. Yeah, I am to make sure I get to bed at a decent time and to sort of manage my burnout a quick bit. I think that's what we're going to do. So I am going to, yeah, keep on say, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we'll empty this. We will get this full load we have here emptied. And we will pick up on this on Friday. Don't let me move forward in time. Am I excited for Wickham? Yes, I am very excited for Wickham Park. It looks amazing. Really enjoy using Benton Deutz tractor as well as Potinger machinery. Nice. Yeah. On Friday. Right, we'll leave these here then. Do not move forward into. Remind me on Friday. And we will finish off the onions, and then if we have time, we'll move on to the next day and see what we can do there. Into the mist. But it's coming up to 5 PM in game. Thank you. Yeah, I need to, when I'm feeling it, I need to say, right. What wheel do I use? I use the Hori Farm Vehicle Control System. Thank you, Paul. If you want to check it out, check out that link. And we're going to see next week if it works with ETS2. Which it should do, I think. It's just not got the force feedback, which I'm not too worried about. Yeah, I need to sort the map commander out. It's not. Right, let's close this door. I'm probably going to spawn inside there. So we'll leave it here for tonight. I will save it there. And yeah, we'll be back on Friday. Let's see who's available. Do not move time. Do not move time. Okay. Oh, wow. There's not really anybody to go and raid as much as I'd like to. No, I think we're just going to leave it. I'd prefer to raid out normally, but let's just see if there's anybody whose name I recognize. I don't think there is. Because the people I normally raid are playing games that I'm... Yeah. No, we're just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it tonight. Right. So we'll leave it there for this evening. As I said, I will be back on Friday. So please come and join me as we finish off the realism experiment for now. Want to say thank you to Thefisherj. Thank you very much for resubscribing. You are awesome. For Flitcher DK, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. And that is everybody for this evening. So we will leave it there, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream. If you are over on YouTube, please give it a like and drop us a comment. Massive thank you to all of my patrons, my YouTube channel members, and my Twitch subscribers. It's because you guys I get to make these live streams and do my videos, so thank you so much for your support. If you've yet to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.